awesome resellers. So this is my new light setup my husband purchased for me, if you see my Instagram stories. So I'm excited about that. I am going to share the items that sold yesterday. It was pretty big sales, and just talk to you about how to get more profits and increase your sales on your stores for reselling, and just also show the styles of the items that I sold. And the biggest topic I'm going to talk about is something called an avatar. So I don't know if you've ever heard of this, not the movie, the Avatar. So an avatar, what that is it's like what is the perfect customer for you. So imagine you have your niche, like for instance, I sell Zara bloggers favorites and H&M bloggers favorites. Like this was H&M Joanne Ortiz bloggers favorite, and I sold this on eBay. And now what you also want to consider is something called the avatar, which is the customer that you see in your mind when you are selling and when you are marketing and when you are showing your items to the general public. So the avatar is like all the background information, like demographics, age, like for instance, like ages 25 to 35, ethnic backgrounds, their occupation. Just the more detailed you are about a customer's avatar, the more you can specifically niche your marketing towards that person. And so like for instance, pretend I said my avatar is for Hispanic women in the East Coast that are teachers, and they are fashion forward and trendy, and they like to go to cafes, and they like to go to happy hour on the weekends, and their biggest need is somebody that could shop for them because they don't have a lot of time on their hands, always grading papers, and their biggest hindrance is cost. So they just want to find something that's at a good price range. And that is like one type of avatar. That's not my particular avatar, but just giving example of what that looks like. And so that when you market items, you would be promoting like that kind of feel. So let me give you an example of like an avatar that I have. Like maybe my avatar would be like African American woman who's in her 30s to 40s, and she's a corporate worker, and she is single, and she's looking to find a good person. Her needs are social engagement, looking for a future spouse, and she wants to look trendy but not be too sexually attracting bad people, and she likes to go to the clubs on the weekend, and she lounges. So that could be like one of my avatars. So you could have a couple avatars. It doesn't always have to be like one person. It could be a couple different types of avatars. And so like when I do like a TikTok account, if I'm not, my avatar is towards like a 30-40-year-old population, maybe I'll just be posting like trendy clothes online versus like dancing like a 14-year-old, that kind of customer base for that avatar. And what I really highly recommend is that when you look at your closet, like look at your closet in a huge perspective, like a bigger perspective, and say, okay, when I look at my closet all together, like who am I attracting? And if your items are on the floor and they're not in consistent backgrounds, like does the avatar of that African American 40-year-old that makes six figures and likes to party and are trendy, like would that attract that avatar? And then fix your closet based on the niche that you are more interested in attracting. So like for my avatar, like I pick fashion model photos, and I pick like plain backgrounds because that's the kind of image that customer wants to become. So it's like I'm almost selling like a dream fantasy, and so that avatar is like attracted to my store. And my avatar, since it's not too cheap, like 20 to, I don't sell things that are like $20 and $10. I sell things more like from $40 to $150. So that would attract the population of people that have like a little bit higher income, maybe like more education, and maybe people that have like a background of knowing style and trends. And so that's the kind of marketing I give in my closet. Like if you look at my store, that's kind of what I'm trying to attract. And then the niche is for, fashion blogger favorites. So these are like fast trends, like really hip and happening, and for those women and men that like fast trending items. And so the more you niche your items, the more you niche your customers, the more you can build your business and ask for a higher profit margin. And let me give you an example of somebody that didn't have that going for them. Is there was a seller, she had like one very popular fashion blogger favorites. It's like a knit sweater warmer, and she was selling it for $150. You buy it for $30, and a lot of sellers were selling it from $50 to $90, but she was selling for $150. But the truth is, if she was a Zara niched seller with an avatar for high-end income buyers, she could actually sell it for $150. But the problem is she has that one trendy, sexy item, and then all her other store items are just like on the floor, and they're Abercrombie, they're Forever 21, they're like items that are $10, $20, a Reebok sneaker. And so that doesn't attract that avatar case, and that doesn't attract all the fashion bloggers that want to shop that store. And so she puts herself in a rock and a hard place, because she can probably sell it for that amount because right now nobody has it and it's super popular and hot. But because she doesn't have a theme in her store, she's probably not attracting those kind of people. And so I hope this kind of helps you understand like what I'm talking about. If you can just look in your closet and say, okay, what kind of person, with the age range, what income could this attract, and how can I like increase that, and what kind of niche can I pick that would be really good for me with the income that I have, and with the background I have, and the knowledge and experience I have, and with also what I have available to me in my own like environment that I could sell. Like for instance, if I was in Hawaii, I really think that I would be amazing at selling Hawaiian candy, because I know everything about Hawaiian candy. I know it's expensive in the US, and I know that in Hawaii it's a lot easier to get at the liquor stores. And so like I wouldn't be selling fashion blogger favorites in Hawaii because the shipping is insane and candies are really small. So like you have to think about like what is available to you and what would work for you. Okay, so I hope this helped. I promise you, if you fix up your closet, like you will see a higher margin sale if you can hold your price and you can just really think about your avatar and your niche. Okay, thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. Bye.